Okay, ChatGPT, I've got a question for you. Some of my students are asking me, how do they better memorize Chinese characters? Do you have any
They
ideas?
absolutely encourage them to understand the radicals and components of characters, which often carry meanings or sound clues. Using mnemonics to create vivid stories can also help. Practicing regularly and in context, like using characters in sentences, can reinforce memory. And of course, using digital tools or apps with spaced repetition can be very effective. Do any of these sound like something your students would enjoy?
Yeah, that would be. I mean, I used to tell them to use flip cards or just to keep a vocabulary character list where they can review constantly, crossing off the ones that they can remember and leaving the ones that they can't, so they can review again and again.
That's a solid approach. It's great that you're encouraging them to review consistently. Combining these methods with digital tools or engaging content can make the learning process even more effective and fun for your students.
Yeah, speaking of digital tools, I mean, now we have you. Are you able to do something that help them, particularly in the memorizing Chinese characters?
Yes, I can help with that. I can generate practice exercises, create interactive flashcards, or provide personalized quizzes. I can also offer explanations and mnemonics for characters, making the learning process engaging. Would you like to try some exercises or flashcards?
Uh, Actually, why not? Can you explain, for example, my name, right? Li, as in the surname Li, Li, as in to stand, 站立, right? 立正. And Chao is the one that we use to mean super or 超过. Would you be able to provide some sort of tips in memorizing those three Chinese characters?
Sure. For the surname Li, you can remember it by its component mu, meaning wood, with an additional horizontal stroke on top, symbolizing a fruit hanging from a tree. For Li, which means to stand, you can visualize a person standing upright. It's made up of ren, meaning person, and a roof-like top. And for Chao, meaning super or surpass, you can remember it by the components Zhou, meaning to walk, and Jiao, meaning summon, picturing someone walking quickly or surpassing others. Does that help?
That's actually a pretty good idea. I never thought about it. And then Zhao is there are two small parts for Zhao. One is Dao knife, and the other one is Kou, right? Like you are using a knife to call upon, use your mouth to call upon people. So that's to summon. And then the word summon Zhao. Zhao is to give Chao a sound. So all these connections might help my students memorizing this Chinese character. Would you say so?
Absolutely. Associating characters with their components and creating vivid mnemonic connections can be very effective. It helps students see the logic and structure in characters, making them easier to remember. Your example is a great way to teach this.
I guess the ultimate way is just practice them, A lot of people would probably find it a bit boring or, time consuming, but some of my students actually like it. They find it quite a meditation, actually. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess just spend time with them, make friends. I usually say make friends with those Chinese characters because they've got a character. And then once you have spent time with them, understanding their character, their meaning, and then you finally will know them as people or persons.
That's a beautiful way to think about it. Viewing characters as friends and spending time getting to know them can definitely make the process more enjoyable and meaningful. It's great that some of your students find it meditative. Encouraging that personal connection can really enhance their learning experience.
I guess so. Okay. And I don't really have any, I mean, shortcut for memorizing them, really. There's no magic. Um, I guess time spending is very important in memorizing those Chinese characters, those symbols that you call them.
Absolutely. There's no substitute for consistent practice. Spending time regularly and immersing yourself in the language is key. Over time, those symbols will become second nature. Keep encouraging your students to be patient and persistent.
Although there's one thing I would like to mention before we go is that nowadays, really, handwriting Chinese characters is not really that important anymore because I don't read the handwriting anymore for practical uses. I mean, apart from teaching them. So being able to recognize them is more important. However, handwriting them might help you with the recognition of the Chinese characters once you type using your pinyin. But pronunciation or the pinyin are very important for you to remember. Therefore, and recognition plus the recognition of the characters, then you have your way of typing them.
That's a practical approach. Recognizing characters and mastering pinyin are essential for modern usage. Handwriting can indeed reinforce recognition. It's great that you're adapting to the needs of your students and focusing on what's most useful for them in daily life.
All right, thanks very much. Then I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
You're welcome. Talk to you later. Bye.